Help! Gromit! Do something! Call the Coast Guard! Talk about raining cats and dogs, our plumbing's in a right pickle. Fetch me my spanner, lad, while I stick me finger in the dike. Don't do that, lad. We'll lose the lights. Just the job. Bring it here now, will you, lad? I shouldn't bother with that, Gromit. It's still only a prototype. Well done! Our troubles are over! Whoops! Crikey! That was a shock! Best trip the circuit breaker, lad! And stay clear of the water! It's electric! Best trip the old circuit breaker, eh? Look out, lad! The tide's coming in! Best find another way to the circuit breaker. Gromit, have you done, crackers? You'll get yourself electrocuted. The current's too strong. You'll have to find some other way to reach the circuit breaker. Gromit! Help! Careful, old chum. This isn't just a sticky wicket, it's waterlogged and all. Careful, lad. That's extremely volatile compressed rocket gas, ex-NASA. Steer clear, lad, or you'll get cooked. There's no way out, lad. Don't do it, lad. You'll blow yourself to smithereens. Blinking Nora. Well done, Gromit. All be fixed in a jiffy. Just a moment. Turn to the right. And now it's safe to hit the lights. That's better. Oh, there you are. Well, we'd best clean up. Crack on, lad. There's a lot to do. Sorry about the unseasonal weather. I'm afraid it means we'll have to put off our little trip to the seaside. Unless we bring the seaside to us. Look here, we've already got a cellar full of water. Just a few more items. There we are. And we can enjoy the seaside from the comfort of our own home. Ho, ho, ho. Won't that be something, lad? We'll stay home for the holidays and have our own beach to boot. Lucky the rain's let up for now. I'll be back in a trice with all the necessaries. Sun, sand and beach umbrella coming up. Have faith, lad. West Wallaby Street's first indoor beach will be ready in a trice. Sun, sand and beach umbrella coming right up. Better be careful, or I'll be in the cellar faster than you can say secret trap door.
Duncan, what are you doing here?
Picking you up, lassie, with a date.
Surely you're not still thinking of the beach? It's freezing cold and might rain any moment.
Ach, a little wet never dampened the spirits of McBiscuit. Grab your wellies and we'll be off.
Duncan, I really don't think so.
You must admit, it's hardly beach weather, is it?
Don't be ridiculous. Oh, hello there, Wallace. Come and meet Duncan McBiscuit. He's an old friend. And of course you know my two precious darlings, Boogie Woo and Tinky Wee. Say hello to Mr. Wallace, angels.
Yes. Look, Gromit, it's your friends from next door. Cute little fellows.
Oh, yes. They're show dogs, you know. Prize winners. They're my pride and joy.
Well, I won't keep you.
No. Duncan was just leaving.
Leaving with you, lassie, for a day on the beach.
But what if there's a cloudburst? I don't consider thunder and lightning very pleasant beach companions.
But there's nae thunder and nae lightning. Can you hear any thundering? Any cracking or booming? Well, can you?
Maybe I can. Just hush your tongue a moment, will you?
You canna hear no thunder, can you? Not even a wee tinkle.
I suppose not.
Rather stay warm and dry here at home if you don't mind.
Cute little fellas.
Oh, they're more than cute, Mr. Wallace. They're show dogs. And they're far too delicate for wintry weather. Why, my precious poppets would turn to popsicles.
Oh, come on, Felicity.
I won't be coming or going anywhere in this wretched weather, thank you very much.
Wait, Felicity, don't make me beg now.
I say, that's a handsome beach brolly.
Perhaps you'd like to borrow it. You're most welcome. We won't be needing it as we're not going anywhere.
Oh, yes, we are, lassie.
Oh, no, we aren't, Duncan. You can borrow the brolly once Duncan and I have finished our little discussion.
Duncan, you'll catch your death of cold.
Ah, sweet, the fresh air will do you good.
Oh,
We must act now, before the flood. Gather the townsfolk. We'll stack the sandbags to the north, south, and east. Still time if we hurry. Look lively now, soldier!
No, you can't dump these sandbags here. Just wait a moment, Major, please.
Stop dithering, you dunderhead! The town's being swept under!
There's not being swept under, Major. And you're beginning to be a public nuisance.
Afternoon, Wallace.
Oh, heck. It's a stack of Stilton.
Oh, was that the earth-shaking roar of thunder?
Well, actually,
It doesn't matter when it comes to the complex question of climate. A person should never really rely on his own senses. Only the experts really understand the weather.
oh? What's the latest cheese of the week, I wonder?
Stilton. And that reminds me, I've just sent the truck out with your delivery. When you return home, you'll find it waiting patiently on your doorstep.
Ah, just like Gromit.
You know, Mr. Wallace, there's nothing like coming home to a faithful, loyal...
Cheese, I quite agree.
People,
Have a pleasant day.
yes, soldier, out with it.
If you'd like to unload these sandbags, I know just the spot.
Just as I told you, the people are pleading for sand, and we've got to give it to them.
I'd like to give it to you, you loony old goat. But if you've got a need for sandbags, Wallace, I hereby grant you permission.
Oh? You grant permission?
Indeed. Take all you want, Wallace.
Infernal cheek! I'm the commanding officer here, you jumped-up Jobsworth, and I hereby revoke permission.
Can't you be cooperative just this once, Major?
Cooperative? Don't know the meaning of the word. Sounds subversive to me.
All right, Major, how about this? Why don't we ask Wallace here who's in command?
This young Pongo? Very well. Why not? Tell us, soldier, who holds rank here? Remember your training.
Well, the Major is, a Major.
Just so. Now, stand down, or I'll have you clapped in irons. You may have the sandbags, Wallace. I grant you permission.
I deny you permission to grant permission. Yes, I give the orders round here.
Now, who's being uncooperative?
I'm the authority here, and what I say goes. Ain't that right, Wallace? Back me up here.
Regarding those sandbags.
Not now, man! We need to teach this impertinent interloper to show some respect. Tell him to obey his superiors.
Go on, Wallace. Tell the old goose what's what for a chucks him in chokey.
Well, the constable is, an officer of the law.
Aha! Like I told you, I call the shots in this district. The sandbags are yours, Wallace.
They are not.
But you're the one who wanted to dump 'em, Major.
That was before you waltzed in and tried to usurp my authority.
Wallace, kindly tell the Major here who the officer in charge is, will you?
That's right, soldier. Inform this non-combatant nincompoop where his duty lies.
Regarding those sandbags.
No! Not now, man! We need to teach this impertinent interloper to show some respect. Tell him to obey his superiors.
Go on, Wallace. Tell the old goose what's what for I chucks him in chokey.
Well, the constable is, an officer of the law.
Aha! Like I told you, it's time you showed some respect for the law.
Peach pie and poppycock. Your civilian laws may matter at your grandmother's quilting bee, but they mean nothing here among real men in a military emergency. Soldier, will you please inform this sanctimonious civilian who's in charge?
Well, the constable is, an officer of the law.
Aha! Like I told you, I call the shots in this district. The sandbags are yours, Wallace.
They are not.
But you're the one who wanted to dump 'em, Major.
That was before you waltzed in and tried to usurp.
Wallace!
That's right.
Well, the major is, a major.
Wally!
Well, the
I deny you.
No.
I'm the...
I'm afraid I must be going.
Go ahead. I'll handle this on my own.
You haven't the authority to stop this operation.
I do so. I'm a police constable.
I answer only to the military police.
I ain't asking. I'm telling.
The flag.
Hello, love.
Afternoon, Mrs. Gabberley.
Hello, Wallace. Lovely weather, isn't it?
Well,
I'm joking, Pat. I know it's rotten. Had to cancel me holiday.
that's a shame.
Certainly is being stuck with old misery guts here.
I heard that.
He don't miss a word I say, except when I ask him to do summit.
Sitting behind a till all day ain't exactly hard labour.
What would you know about hard labour?
I could run this place a sight better than you, if I had a mind to.
If you had a mind. What will it be, love? Ta-ra, Chuck.
No beach brollies left.
Sorry. A big burly bloke bought the last one, and he weren't very polite about it.
That's quite a light, Mr. Panea.
It's a searchlight.
I say, no shortage of candle power there.
Bright as the sun, don't you think? Wonderful for bringing in the big spenders. When the weather's fair, that is.
I wonder, Mr. Panea, where might a person acquire such a light?
I'd be happy to lend you this one, but if the weather warms up tonight, I'll need it to advertise my super soaraway sizzling summer sale.
Oh,
Rather stay warm and dry here.
ho, a special order for 62 West Wallaby Street. Stilton, one of my favourites.
I won't be coming or going anywhere in this wretched weather, thank you very
Ah,
much.
yeah, it's mouth-watering.
Oh, did you hear an unearthly rumbling?
Rumbling? What rumbling?
Oh, I can't hear properly over your endless prattle. Duncan, you'll catch your death of cold.
Ah, need a fresh air all day, you could.
Oh, but still, Duncan, this cold. Oh, did Did you hear an unearthly rumbling?
Rumbling? What rumbling?
Oh, I can't hear properly over your endless prattle.
Duncan, a day like this is made for staying in with a nice hot cup of tea.
It does look cosy in there, but I'm set on gathering the goods for our
Must
beach.
admit, it's hardly beach weather, is it?
It's perfect beach weather.
No beach supplies in there.
Wait, Felicity, don't make me beg now.
Oh, there's no need for that.
Sun, sand and beach umbrella coming right up.
Warm on a day like this.
Your wee feet should be paddling in the surf, not cooped up in slippers at home.
Duncan, we'll catch our death of cold.
Ah, Phooey, the fresh air will do you good.
Oh, but still, Duncan, this cold will...
Might I borrow your beach brolly?
Of course you might, as soon as I convince Duncan that it simply isn't beach weather.
Duncan, a day like this is made for staying in with a nice hot cup of
Day out by the sea with you, lassie.
You must admit, it's hardly beach weather, is it?
It's perfect beach weather. Nothing like a wee nip in the air to keep you sharp.
Nice to see you, Wallace. I hope your Stilton reached you safe and sound.
Oh, yes.
Wow, is that thunder I hear?
Not exactly.
Didn't think so. After all, you can't tell what the weather's doing just by looking and listening, can you? You've got to rely on the experts. I'll see you later.
No water shortage this summer, that's for certain.
All I can see are a few puddles.
People, please, sandbags.
The people mean peace and quiet.
The constable's busy, chatting with the major.
That's death, that is.
You haven't the authority to stop this operation.
I do so. I'm a police constable.
I answer.
Prison's an unhappy fate. I once had a friend banged up in there.
I'm a gentleman. The flood won't say please when it drags your loved ones under the foaming spume.
There is no flood.
This is the ideal strategic location for sandbag deployment.
You can't litter the square. It's against the bylaws.
Sandbags aren't litter. They're a
Two
nice
fine flavours that work well together. That's a nice sentiment.
I insist you respect my authority.
Your authority. I'm the one in charge here.
How dare you question
Afternoon.
officer during a military
Our
emergency?
constable likes to keep a tight lid on irregular activity.
You're looking at him.
Looking for something to read? Take your pick. I'll put it on your sleigh. More rotten weather on the way tonight, they say. All set.
Hey, make sure he don't nick any sweets.
Mind your own business. That old misery guts thinks he could run this shop. He couldn't run a bath.
I'm a constable, that's all the rank I.
It's perfect beach weather. Nothing like a wee nip in the air to keep you sharp.
Rather stay warm and dry here at home.
Stormy weather ahead, I'm afraid.
We're not interested in some fancy pants weather forecast.
Oh, I'm interested.
Don't you trust them scienticians. They can't tell the future. If they could, they'd be rich and have girlfriends and that, wouldn't they? A real man trusts his own senses, and my senses tell me it's a bonny day for the beach. Come on, Felicity.
I won't be coming or going anywhere in this wretched weather, thank you very much.
Wait, Felicity, don't make me beg now.
Stormy weather ahead, I'm afraid.
We're not interested in some fancy pants weather
Duncan, you'll catch your death of cold.
Might I borrow your beach brolly?
Of course you might, as soon as I convince Duncan that it simply isn't beach weather.
Oh, but still, Duncan, this cold will turn my precious puppies into ice lollies.
Oh, no, their furry coats will keep them toasty warm, I'm sure.
But, Duncan, a day like this is made for staying in with a nice hot cup of tea.
That won't help.
Staying in. I'd rather have a grand day out by the sea with you, lassie.
You must admit, it's hardly beach weather, is it?
It's perfect beach weather. Nothing like a wee nip in the air to keep you sharp.
Rather stay warm and dry here at home if you don't mind.
Oh, dear.
Ooh! Did you hear an unearthly rumbling?
Rumbling? What rumbling?
Oh, I can't hear properly over your endless prattle.
Come on, Felicity.
I won't be coming or going anywhere in this wretched weather. Thank you very much.
Afternoon, Wallace.
Stormy weather ahead, I'm afraid.
Oh? Oh, no. After all that, my sizzling summer sail is ruined. I go on holiday, but the weather's a washout. Will the sun never shine on yours truly?
No beach brollies left.
Sorry. A big burly bloke bought the last one, and he weren't very polite about it.
I say, I wonder where a person might acquire such a light.
You're welcome to borrow this one, Mr. Wallace. There won't be any sizzling summer sail tonight. Not in this blinking weather.
That's very kind of you.
Always happy to help.
Oh, this light'll make a smashing sun.
Find the week's delivery waiting on your doorstep.
Cracking!
Have a pleasant day.
I do so. I'm a police constable.
I answer only to the military.
Hello, love. Changed your mind, did you? Go ahead and swap, love.
Those sunglasses are quite a spectacle.
Not your usual reading material, is it? Found what you wanted, I trust. See you later, alligator.
Military emergency.
It's no emergency, and as far as superior officers go, you're looking at it.
Any interest in...
Not now, Wallace. We need to make this befuddled buffoon show some respect. Tell him who's in charge, why don't you?
Two fine flavours that work well together.
We're talking about who's in charge, not flavors.
Just a moment. Are you saying that instead of bickering over who's in charge, we should be working together as a team, like steak and kidney?
Are you saying that in a crisis like this, we must act as one, like a well-trained commando unit?
Actually, it's a sign.
Exactly. A sign that we can rise above our squabbles.
Very well, then. Here's what we'll do. We'll send these sandbags off with you.
Thank goodness. Well, I'll be off then. I can hear an hot meat pie calling me name, yes I can. Ernest Dibbins, it's saying. It's tea time. Fetch the blinking ketchup, Ernest.
Now then, soldier, all I need is your requisition form.
Requisition form?
That's right. Got to play by the book. Can't let the spies sabotage operations, can we?
Spies?
Surely you've heard about the spies from abroad. They're everywhere. Don't look so rattled, man. Just bring me your requisition form, and you'll soon be neck-deep in splendid sandbags.
Oh, right then. It's only for cheese, but...
Give that here. Good heavens. Special orders? Deliver to 62 West Wallaby Street. You've done the service proud, soldier. Now stand clear. No time for chitter-chatter. I'm needed in West Wallaby Street.
Yes, sir. Whoops-a-daisy. There we go. Top hold. All the sand we need.
My feet are much warm on a day like this.
Your wee feet should be paddling in the surf, not cooped up in slippers at home.
But Duncan, we'll catch our death of cold.
Ah,
Might I borrow your beach brolly?
Of course you might, as soon as I convince Duncan that it simply isn't beach weather.
Oh, but still, Duncan, this cold will turn my precious puppies into ice lollies.
not interested.
I refuse to go out in a thunderstorm.
Och, there's nae
Thunderstorm. You can't hear no thundering, can you?
Maybe I can hear thundering. Just put in your bagpipes for a moment, will you? Oh, my gracious! That's thunder, all right. And it's nearly upon us.
Oh, but sure it may be thundering, but did you see lightning? There's no lightning to bother about, is there?
Oh, no, you don't. I'm not going to stay out here with you waiting to be struck by lightning. I'm going to seek shelter, and if you've any sense at all, Duncan McBiscuit, you'll do the same. Good day.
What?
Oh,
What are you looking at, Jimmy?
I'll just borrow this. The Riviera, here we come. Great news, Gromit. All the goods have been gathered. Now it's time for some elbow grease, eh? To the cellar. Job done, Gromit. Time to relax on the beach, eh? We deserve a holiday. Just a minute. Such a lovely beach. It's a shame to keep it to ourselves when we could share it with paying customers. Just imagine, West Wallaby Street Water World. A genuine beach house, complete with its own all-weather seaside in the cellar basement beach attraction. Oh, we'll be surrounded by happy holiday makers. It'll be grand, Gromit.
Honestly, what a waste of time.
This man's ruining my blinking holiday. Half a mind to take my
Don't
bucket and
get
spade and
sand in
go
your
home.
sandwich. I was only teasing. Just ask that great big pudding
Shut
there.
up! I ain't no pudding. You
These dogs are
talking
disturbing
time.
the peace. Bylaws state that all livestock must be kept
Because
under proper control
my
in
darlings
public
wouldn't disturb
places.
a fly, and they're not livestock.
I want a refund.
I want a refund and all.
Refunds would indeed appear to be in order, Mr. Wallace. What do you say?
Well, here at West Wallaby Street Water World, customer satisfaction is our top priority. If you'll just be patient, I promise we'll have everything under control by supper time.
You've got till supper time, no later.
Not much of an holiday so far, I'm sorry to say.
Those mutts are a threat to public
Stayed in me
safety.
shop and dusted me tin fruit display.
Calling my dears livestock.
We can't afford to give refunds, Gromit. We've spent all our money doing the house up. This could be a financial disaster. What are we gonna do, lad? I never thought we'd have a house full of unhappy holiday makers.
Bunch of moaning minis, if you ask me. I'm having a grand old time.
Well, that's one satisfied customer anyway. There we are. This customer relationship management isn't so hard, is it, Gromit? There's hope for our little venture yet. You'd best get supper started. Make it a feast to remember. I'll see to our guests. We'll soon have a house full of happy campers, eh, lad? Your searchlight is just what West Wallaby Street Water World needed, Mr. Paneer. Everything satisfactory, I hope?
No, not satisfactory at all. A certain Scottish gentleman has been deconstructing my constructions. Perhaps the management could have a word with him.
I'm afraid Mr. McBiscuit is rather difficult to pin down.
You've got to do something. If I can't finish my sandcastle, I'll have to insist on a refund.
Your castle looks very handsome, Mr. Paneer. Such charming little bucket shapes. I do admire creative artists like yourself.
Oh, thank you, Miss Flit. At least someone appreciates art and craft. Look, it's almost done. What do you reckon?
Very nice.
That's the enchanted tower, where the beautiful princess sleeps, dreaming of a successful marriage to a financially secure prince. That's the royal court, where the king holds sumptuous banquets for all his royal chums. That's the tower of groceries, where the heroic young shopkeeper sells top-quality produce. Impressive architecture, don't you think?
Oh, yes.
That's the horrible dungeon, where the mean, bullying knight is kept locked in chains.
I should look in on our other guests.
But I'm nearly done. Just one last touch. There. The perfect finishing touch. The mark of finest quality produce. Miss Flit's going to be impressed.
Oh, aye, she'll be ever so impressed, I'm sure.
Oh, no.
Whoops, my foot slipped, silly me.
My castle. Stomped on by a tartan heel. See what I have to put up with? A holiday's not a blinking holiday if I can't finish my sandcastle. Now I have to start all over.
Enjoying your holiday, I hope, Major?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Dashed comfortable billet you have here.
Oh, thank you. We strive to achieve complete customer satisfaction. That wasn't so hard.
Put that thing down and pay attention.
Oh,
I am about to reenact one of the greatest desert battles of history, the Siege of Aqaba. Not many know the tale. It was late 1914, or was it 1916? It was an even year of that, I'm sure. On the one side was a single British soldier, T.E. Lawrence, better known to you civvies as Sir Lawrence of Olivier. On the other, the invading army of the Ottoman Empire, thousands strong. You know the story. Lawrence single-handedly defended a desert fortress from a massive attack. He had only one rifle and no ammunition. He was all alone, just like this. Lawrence watched the enemy from a secret vantage point sheltered by enormous red boulders. Anyway, as the enemy massed, vultures began to circle overhead, crying out in their desperate thirst for blood. Anyway, now at this point your average Joe would have thrown in the towel and anything else he had to hand. But what do you think our Lawrence did? He took tea. Anyway, Lawrence was about to dunk his digestive when suddenly... Oh, blast and bother. This isn't right. Not quite historically accurate, I'm afraid. I'll have to start again. Just a moment.
hard at work, eh, Gromit? That's what I like to see. We'll soon have a house full of happy holiday makers, never fear. Oh, cracking idea, lad. Everyone loves a copper. You'd best attend to your pots and pans, eh?
Mr. Wallace, I'd like a word with you, if you please.
Oh, I say, Gromit never reacts like that.
Watch your fingers. They don't like anyone touching the toy.
Enjoying your stay at West Wallaby Street Waterworld, Constable?
I'm this close to having your establishment shut down.
Shut down?
You heard me. These dogs are a public nuisance and an health hazard and all.
Oh dear.
Went bonkers, they did. And all because I tried to clear away that horrible little toy of theirs. I don't approve of litter, you know.
I believe Miss Flick...
I warned Felicity Flit and all, and now she must face the full force of the law. I'm issuing a formal caution for the disruption of lawful quietude. It's the third I've had to write today.
The third?
Aye, the first two got eaten. Give this one to Miss Flit and tell her to remove her animals or I'll be forced to shut the place down.
Care for some tea, Constable?
The law can't stop for a cuppa, much as the law might like to.